Hello, welcome on back to another episode of SkySaga Vials Alpha 5. We are crafting out some frost steel weights for the one quest. The handing in of 3 frost steel posts. We discovered last episode at the very end that metal post is actually what it wanted by its shape, not by its color. And that it requires 12 frost steel weights per post, and honestly, I had to use up nearly the rest of my ores and the weights I had already found for frost steel. I don't know where frost steel comes from, but it is not something I have a lot of, so I'm very surprised I was actually able to do this quest, and we're just waiting for these last 4 to be made before we can make the 3 metal posts. While that is happening, let us see, where are these metal posts crafted? They are crafted to add a wood workbench. I kind of feel like they should be crafted on an anvil, but no, they are crafted at a wood workbench. Apparently. Alright, so we'll have 2 going there, and then 1 going here. While those are going on up, I wanted to make a sign. The sanding wood sign that we unlocked last episode, I wanted to actually make one of those and see what they look like. So, let's see. Signpost just needs 8 planks. We can go ahead and grab one of those up and see what it looks like and how it acts. Maybe we can customize it, who knows. While those are going off and being noisy, though, we can head on down here to put away these insignias, or the insignia and dark hearts that we have, along with these keystone fragments that we have a lot of, apparently. We have a lot more purple ones than I thought we did. And we go ahead and put that light Colosseum keystone away as well, and we have this title scroll. Oh, by the way, last episode, I mentioned about these gem lanterns on the ceiling being that... It's so weird, the lighting there. It's not there, it's there, it's there. Anywho. My thoughts, my long-term thoughts of building on this is to actually keep this as my main island, using this rebuilt fortress as the center and kind of building a town around it, is my thoughts on that and my intentions. Let's put this down. What does this look like? So we got a green arrow, blue arrow, and a yellow arrow. And there's nothing on this side, huh? Huh. Okay. Well, we saw it. I'm not really interested. It is not exactly as I thought it would be. Yeah, so my thoughts of building in this entire thing, kind of like a long-term building, is to build a town around this fortress, and that does mean expanding my island and doing things like that. So there's a lot of resources I need to grab, and I do want to build like actual housing, kind of like not a lot of housing, probably 20 to 30 buildings of housing. I want to also have a blacksmith where I can have all the anvils and whatnot stored, a quote-unquote woodworking shop where I can have the the workbench tables put as well, and stuff like that. I just kind of want to make it feel more like a town with this ruined fortress that was rebuilt in the center of it, so it actually has a purpose. So let's go ahead and turn those in, or turn that in. We're going to actually be back over here, but I want to turn the other 2 quests so I can actually grab as many as I can. By the way, are we close to leveling up on either one? Not really. Not really. Just curious. It's not the case. Oh, we also need to check out what the community quest is as well. Actually, I think that's why we were at 9 of 10 quests. I think it's because I had turned in the community, or we had, the community quest that we had last seen was, finished. So there we go. Got those turned in. Let's see what else we have here. Open 20 chests, gain a toxic gem, defeat 10 bosses, Ember Layer, and Nightfall Fortress. Okay. What is this week's community quest, actually? If it's something easy that we can do, I have no problem with it, and I'd be up for doing it. Work together to hand in 100,000 wax. I will take it. Oh, by the way, does that not count? It does not count towards your quest total. Good. I was curious about that. So maybe it wasn't the community quest that dropped. They gave us 9 out of 10. There's actually a 1 day and 15 hours left on that. Wow. Another bit of information on that would be useful, actually, because I'm curious to know. Played by 142, so only 142 people are helping with this. We have actually gotten to the 100,000. Wow. But we can earn our own milestones and whatnot, and actually be rewarded with all of that. I'm curious to know who's in first place on this with leaderboard. Shards with 30,319 wax. That is a lot of wax. I wonder if that guy's been harvesting everything he's been able to get his hands on wax-wise, or if he spent this entire time working on it. Alright, though, let's see. We've got 3 yellow candles. We'll go ahead and take it. 10 bone lamps, 20 vines, 15 pumpkins, and I'm going to type this out as well. 3 Lordonite posts. So essentially the same thing we had made for the Frostdale ones, but made of Verdonite instead. I feel like we should be able to do all of these quests, I hope. Let's head on back to our island and see what we can do. That was interesting on the left there. Oh, and we still need to figure out what to do with these islands. I'm still feeling like tearing them down is the option I want to do, because honestly, I think they're too high up for us to really get to. We could, by the way, with this town idea, long-term building idea of mine, we could have these islands, separate islands that we have to build bridges across to. Just so it's kind of like a floating sky city town thing, which I would have no problem with. But obviously they can't be that high. It's way too difficult for us to actually get up to there directly. I would have to create some intermediary islands in order for us to even get all the way up there. In any logical sense, outside of just building a random staircase into like here and hoping it hits. That'd be way too difficult. Alright, we need yellow wax. Do we have yellow wax? We have orange and white, but we do not have yellow. We need to collect some wood planks for the that, and we also need some vines. We got some vines, good. The vines quest is completed. Now we need to collect some fabric dye. What do we have the most of? Red. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why do we need 4? We need 40 fabric dye. Was that 40 fabric dye? That is a lot of fabric dye. What's that quest want us to do next? Collect cotton. 160 cotton. What on earth is this wanting us to make again? Bone lamps. Bone lamp. Signpost. What's so? Large bamboo. Carved yeti. Bookside. Bone lamp. Bone lamp. Fresh, freestanding bone lamp. We got this. Maybe is this what it wants us to create? Let's. Does it? Is it? Let's see. Yeah, I only got 73 out of the 120 cotton you want me to have. Quest? I can't do that. Alright, so that's not it. Decor. Bone lamp. We got a freestanding bone lamp, but we don't have bone lamp, I don't think. Does not look like it. Well, I'm not seeing the bone lamp here anywhere, and looking online, did not find anything about it. So we're gonna have to actually go with the quest system, and we're gonna have to collect quite a bit more cotton just to see what it would want us to craft next. So that quest is going to be put on hold for now. Ready, but we will go ahead and turn in our 26 wax that we can. We also need to put the title scroll away. Oh, that's our second one actually of the Tower Island. Interesting. We can also do the pumpkins one. We just need to head on down really quick and grab that. Oh, we also need to make the 3 Verdinite posts. That's right. So before we actually head back, we need to do that. In hand, we want only 15, so we have 15 on us, and quest related. Okay, awesome. And phone, you need to stop blinking in the corner of my eye. You are very annoying in that regard. Very annoying. As annoying as these chickens. Verdinite post. We need the Verdinite ore. We need these. And they are crafted at this, which means we need 3 of them. Okay, we got 2 there, and we'll do the 3rd one here. But yeah. So, while we're waiting the minute or so for those to craft up, and see if we can't fix that little... Wow, Quest, would you like to stop being broken, please? We need one more. There we go. Gets rid of the light. There we go. Fix that little artifact issue. Yeah, while we're waiting for the minute, I think having the floating islands probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Do let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, by the way, about this. The separate floating islands, maybe one having maybe up to 3 houses each. This one getting expanded to cover not only the ruins building, the ruins fortress here, which will be our quote-unquote main base, but also a building maybe say over here with the smithing, and one over here with the workbenches. Maybe over here we can put a pub of some sort over here. And maybe with a pathway off into this direction, where with more housing over there and over there, behind kind of the fortress. We can also do some scout towers too between the floating islands on a floating island itself. Kind of like how I think up there is a looking at the minimap I can see the tiny square. Up there, how there's a small square, kind of looks like a scout tower of some description at one point, maybe. That would be useful as well. Well, I guess useful is the wrong term for it. It would be decorative as well. I wouldn't have any complaints about that. Alright, so we got those 3. Let's head on off to the social hub and turn all these quests in, which I think there's 3 of them, I think. Have you improved your home island? Yes, technically I have, but still do not like your question. There's not enough options. There's not enough response choices with this question. There really isn't. And the more I've been kind of thinking about it, and I might just be thinking about it too deeply at this point. The yes, happy now option kind of makes it sound like, yeah, I'm happy. Okay, that means the developers don't have to worry about it anymore. Like, oh, hey, enough people have, you know, found that they're happy now with building on their home island. It's no longer necessary to for us to work on it at this point in time. And I hope they don't feel that way about it, but still don't like it as an option. Let's head on over to the Explorers Guild. By the way, how close are we to the next rank? Little less than 3/4 of the way, it looks like. Let's grab the Explorer Guild quest as much as we can, and we can also go ahead and... Did we grab our wax? We did. Go ahead and turn in our wax to her while we're here. We also need to be on the lookout then for more wax along the way, because we do need to get some yellow wax for the candle quest, as well as wax just to turn in general. And you, give me that quest. I believe we have a toxic gem. I believe. What is the other quest? Defeat 10 bosses. Let us see if we have the toxic gem before we go off onto another adventure. I think this episode's probably going to be a bit talky and whatnot. And what the heck on the left there? That is very interesting. I'm going to vote for that image. definitely grabbed my attention. And if its job was to grab your attention, it did a job. It did a job. Anywho, Toxic Gem. Let's go see if we have one for that quest. Let's see. It would be over here, if anywhere. We do, actually. Alright, good. We can go ahead and turn that quest in as well, and then grab the defeat 10 bosses one, I believe. And here's that question again. We also need to take a quick look, once we turn this quest in, which of the keystones we have for us to be able to turn in, or not turn in, actually do for these quests. Because I'm very interested in completing them, completing as many of these quests as possible, as humanly possible. Because of the way I see it, the more quests we get done, the... Yeah, there's another example of the text bug I mentioned at one point. The more the quests we get done, the better. Because the higher rank will be, and the more explorer marks or guild marks we'll be able to receive. And the more guild marks we receive, the more we can unlock from these guys, and the more we unlock from these guys, the better we can do things with. Alright, let's head on back to the home one more time. I'm not even interested in what the other two quests were from him in terms of the go on blank adventure quests, primarily because we got too many of those already in our quest log, and those take. I know each quest takes up one slot, but those take up a lot of virtual space, if you will, because they are very encompassing and they are very not difficult but time consuming. Especially concerning a lot of them require you to do, because they require you to do an entire adventure. We got 5 already. Let's see. Yeah, we got what, 4 quests in here relating to complete adventures? Yeah, 4 of them. No, undo that one and then check that one. Just so I can have them over there on the left. Alright, so we got the Quarry, Sky Peak, Sunken Temple, and Warrior Tomb. We got the Warrior Tomb. Okay, so we know we can do the Warrior's Tomb. We're gonna mark that one off. The Quarry, Sky Peak Citadel, and Sunken Temple. Skycross Cavern. We got 2 of those apparently, and they didn't get stacked at one point for some reason. Gold Runner Mine, Skystone Castle, Forgotten Ruins. Wait, Forgotten Ruins, one of them? No. Wolf Castle, no. And I don't think we have any in here. No, we don't. So, only one of those 4 we can actually do right now, and that is the Warrior's Tomb. Everybody. Let's see, that is what, 5 quests marked off? Okay. Looking at the time, we have a bit of extra time, but not enough time to actually start that adventure. Let's see, what can we do for a few minutes before we end off the episode here? Oh, we can kill these chickens for one. These chickens are still so very annoying. And the fact that these guys respawn randomly. Well, not randomly, that they respawn randomly, kind of. But which ones you get are random. You can get a sheep or a chicken. And the fact that that's random is kind of weird. Let's stand on this. Because we can. I'm trying to think. Is there anything of note I wish to do? No, not really. We do need to work on this Ruins Island, actually, at some point. The Jungle Ruins Island that we unlocked. And I'm curious to know how many knots do we have? 19,000? Okay. Curious to know exactly what the... Let me put these away, for they are not necessary to be on me. Brain, where was I? Curious to know. Curious to know. Curious to know. I was curious to know something, and I can't remember what I was curious to know about anymore. I'm at a loss. I derped up. Regardless, I examined it out of the episode here because I'm not thinking of anything for us to do in the meantime. But yeah, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more SkySaga Infinite Isles Alpha 5. What the hell was it I was trying to... I really don't remember. Until next time, take it easy.